Hello YouTube and welcome to Season 5 Siege Final between SSA and Malicious. This video is going to be showcasing my 10 fights. I was actually in the Siege tournament, surprisingly, you know, given my performance in the season. I was in, and this is how I did. So, without further ado, let's get right into the matches. Alright, so we got the first match here against a Molong, Molly, Fuki. Almost forgot his name, team. But anyways, we're bringing the Molong Bulwark Amelia here. This gets a bit sketchy as you see with the Fuki Violent proc and Molong skill. Just like, whoa, I'm dead. But I'm not dead. My Molong just barely survives with minus damage on the minus damage from water and wind on the artifacts. So that was very close to like losing this game within 2 seconds. And yeah, here obviously we just get the Amelia buffs. We get the 5 stacks on Bulwark. And now we can heal with the skill 3. I didn't know who I wanted to go for here. Do I kill the Fuki? Because Fuki is obviously the wind unit biggest threat. Do I kill the Molly? Because Molly is the heal. And ultimately my guild has said that I should go for Molly. So I'm like, okay, let's kill Molly. I skill 3 the Molly, reckless the Molly. Alright, no heals. Heals gone. But Fuki obviously does have self heal. So this is still very scary. It is not over yet. Mulan does take a defense break here there too. My Bulwark is still kind of low on HP. And yeah, now we're trying to get enough procs or enough buffs from this Amelia to get our Bulwark skill 3 for the 5 stacks, and therefore we get on the heal. My Molong almost drops there and I'm like, oh god, I'm dead. But then Amelia with the saving grace, the violent proc to get my Bulwark to 5 stacks. Okay, now we can heal. Skill 3 the Fuki put him to 1 HP, and then obviously any damage will kill it there. So then it was like, oh, Fuki is dead. Wait, Bulwark. what am I trying to say? I don't know, but anyways. Kind of close match here. But we do end up winning with a bit of luck there, I guess. So don't really suggest using that team. Or if you use that team, probably kill the Fuki first. Got pretty scary. Okay, we got our second match here. This is a more typical Siege gameplay, or I guess this is a more typical team that we have seen a lot in mid-season too. So we have the Carcano, Praha, Ternus. And I bring a pretty typical Malite, Tessa, Lulu team into this. So you have the Malite provokes, who's going to be tanking the Carcano here as well. And then Lulu just overall the heals, the cleanses, the immunity, everything. And then Tessa can Oblivion, so Carcano doesn't defense break first of all. And then we can also Oblivion the Tyrannus, so there's no revive there. As well as just being a solid defense breaker and a fire bruiser damage dealer here. So yeah, it's pretty typical. It is a destroy Malite too, so it can destroy HP. My Tessarian does want to proc out, and it's like, you know what? Carcano's already Oblivion, so let's go for this. Let's go for Tyrannus. Carcano does proc out, which is a bit scary, so I can defense break me here. And then Praha gets a stun, but again, my Tessarian Violent procs out. But this is where it gets a bit scary. My Tess is actually the lowest HP unit, so he takes a defense break from the Carcano. And if the Carcano proc there a couple times, Tessa could have died. Although, and even here too, Tessa is still death broken, so it gets a bit scary. Tessa could have dropped, but even if Tessa drops here, I believe Malite and Lulu will clean this up since the Malite is on destroy. But yeah, could have gone a bit scary. So even this offense, maybe I misplayed somewhere. Could have been a bit scary. But yeah, we are able to finish it off here. You know, the danger has been averted. This Praha is provoked. Carcano is about to die. And then we just gotta grind down this Praha, which is gonna take a bit, because, you know, main damage dealer being fire, and then Praha is annoying to turn cycle into heals to get a few procs here, but it's still gonna take a bit. So I'll skip to when we do finally kill this Praha. Bop, and bop. Tessarian finally kills off the Praha here, and we start off with 2 wins, not bad. But a bit sketchy on both. So the third match here, this one went a bit more smoother. We have a Wusa Gani Rika here against a Diomars Fuki Molly. So I reset the, obviously buff up turn 1 of Wusa, reset the Molly since the Diomars is on Will. And the Molly, by doing this, the Molly cannot cleanse the dots either. So Rika still has a skill 2 here, so I try to apply the glancing on the Diomars to mitigate his damage. Well, Diomars doesn't care, he still crits twice, Violent procs and crits. Not that it really matters, everyone is really tanky here. And then we're just gonna keep ventilating the Rika. And Rika dots actually do overpower the Molly heal pretty hard here, especially when the Fuki takes damage as well. Got a pretty nice Violent proc there on the Gani. Seal the Diomars, and with that pretty much seal the deal too. Now we get immunity again. There was obviously a window there when we didn't have immunity. Could have gotten a bit scary, but did unfortunately. And we just ventilate the Rika again. More dots, and Molly dies, Fuki dies, Lonely Theomars with no passive, slowed against our whole team, and he goes down. So we're doing really well at this point. 3 wins. Foreshadowing? Maybe. And then 4th game here, we have a Kali, Lulu, Triana against this 4-star tower of our Carcano, Beta, Fuki. So the idea here is we buff with Kali, we one-shot the Beta, and then our team is a team with the Triana and Lulu can survive long enough to get another Kali skill 3, another Kali skill 2 to kill the Fuki, and then the Carcano. So yep, so far so good. We do get the snipe here on the Beta. Beta dies. Okay, looking good. Triana did get defense broken, which is a bit unfortunate here. Luckily doesn't go down though, so we are still good there. And yeah, it's not looking pretty good for us. And then I hit the Carcano here to not give the Fuki more damage by putting him lower HP. Fuki does get a AoE there, a Violent proc, and a defense break onto my Lulu. So now it's a bit scary. It's like, oh shoot, I'm actually 2 units defense broken into cleanse the Triana so that she doesn't die there. And this is where it goes south. Fuki gets another Violent proc, procs my Triana passive, and at this point I pray for a Violent proc because you can see I don't have Triana passive, and my Kali is the lowest HP unit. So yep, Kali gets defense broken. Or Kali would have had to resist the defense break there. Kali gets defense broken by the Carcano passive, and therefore, since Triana's in defense broken, yeah, Kali dies. Sad. We almost, at this point, it's like, well, we're kind of dead. I almost actually still win this with the Triana here, landing asleep on the Fuki, but doesn't do it again. Since Fuki does damage himself even when sleeping, and then when he's not taking a turn, he's not skill 1ing me, so therefore he's not healing. But unfortunately, get resisted there. Don't quite get enough damage on this Fuki. And then I can't sustain this damage for too long either, since Fuki is at really low HP. He hits it very hard at this point. He also has Destroy, so my HP is lower. Lulu hangs on by 1 HP. We're still in here. Still in here. But, well, not for too long. Not for too long. There we go. Fuki slaps my Lulu out of the picture, and Fuki slaps my Triana out of the picture too. So, darn. That team had never lost mid-season, but now we lose. Of course, lose in the tournament, because why wouldn't it? But we're 3-1 now, so we're still doing okay. And the next attack I actually forgot to record live, so you see the replay here. And this is against the same defense, different guy though, but we get a Garo Rauk Bird here. And we just slap the Carcano, like where'd the Carcano go? I don't know, it comes back, Beta revives it, we just slap it again, no problem. And I got pretty fortunate, I guess, there that the Beta used skill 3 before reviving, because if Beta had revived and then used skill 3, Carcano would have not only been higher HP, but also have anti. It could have gotten a bit scary there. But I killed the Beta next to not do any damage to this Fuki, not bring a lower HP, because now it's very hard, and since we actually do bring a lower HP there. He one-shots my Garo too, procs the passive 1 hit, and then Viroprox kills the bird, but it is not enough. We're able to clean it up there. Next attack, again, another Carcano Praha Tyrannus here. This time I'm already out of Lulus at this point. I only have 2 Lulus and 1 Malai, so we have to use a bit riskier of a team here, arguably, with one of my defenses in this siege, the Carcano Yanhang Triana. My Triana pops off, finally gets to sleep on the 3rd try. Hey, 3rd time's a charm. But yeah, we just want to be killing the Carcano here over and over, so that he doesn't have any sorts of defense break. And getting some nice damage there. We're getting immunity up, so Carcano doesn't defense break me. And yep, so Carcano is almost dead already. Obviously, there's still a revive, so I'm thinking of what I want to do here. I just decided to skill 1 and save my heal, since that is a pretty big heal from Yanhan, could come in handy. My Carcano misses crit, and Triana can't quite kill it, so Prague gets a heal here. It doesn't really matter, since Carcano has the Soul Protect anyways. It gets a bit scary here, because Carcano does land defense break onto my Triana, and Terrence gets a big skill 2 on it, but luckily I have minus fire and minus wind on this Triana, as well as minus CD. This Triana thick, so she doesn't die there. We went strip the Soul Protect off this Carcano here, and then now we can use the skill 3 to heal this Triana to full HP here. So we're looking pretty good. Even get a sleep on the Praha. She already used heal anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But Carcano goes down, and now there's no revive from the Tyrannus, so we're going to start working the Tyrannus next to get rid of that, since obviously Carcano being my main source of damage here, that doesn't do too well. I mean, obviously can't kill the Praha too easily. Get another sleep from Triana. Triana absolutely popped off this game. Not that it was really necessary. The Carcano misses crit again, because there's a low crit Carcano. But we can still kill the Tyrannus here. I just wanted to kill it there, even though it was slept, since so the Praha doesn't just heal it. We get the kill there. I probably could have just skill 1'd it here, and the Yanhang damage would have killed her after. Definitely would have, because the Yanhang crit. It's literally 1 HP, but now he gets some revive off. Doesn't really matter. Trina procs out, kills Tyrannus, so Carcano can even defense break his Carcano. And then we just kill that Carcano. And then we're again in the same situation of just 3v1 against the Praha with the main fire damage dealer, so this is gonna take a bit. But we do end up cleaning this off. And just like that, Yanhan kills the Praha, and we win. Alright, so half our attacks are being more than half our attacks are already being used. We're at 5-1 at this point. And then look, wow, G3 Siege. You fight the same defense over and over, so you save offenses over and over. This is the battle that you didn't see live, so you get to see it live now. Yay! Yeah, I have a second Garo, second Rauk, second Verd, so I screwed it up. Use it against the same exact player, since I knew that, you know, this team worked. And again, we just melt the Carcano, go on the beta, since I don't want to give the Fuki any extra damage. And Carcano comes back. I can skill 1 the beta here, since I know my Vertihal and Vertihal and Rauk move in front of this. So if we can skill one that guy, then get a free extra turn from the Rauk here. And at that point, the Fuki was out of immunity and anti-crit, so we just absolutely melt that guy too. I didn't realize the Fuki was that squishy. And then easily clean up the beta too. So I already knew that, obviously beat him once with that team, so I knew that would work unless they change rules, so let's run it back. And then, yeah, it works again. Next battle we have here is against a Molong Mali Fuki. That I think, yeah, this is the one that I used Bulwark Molong on earlier. So again, forgot to record this live because it took me around 6 hours to do all of my attacks between like the re-runing and pocket strategy in the guild and like all that stuff, just waiting on towers. So I forgot to record some. Actually, only these 2 attacks I forgot to record live. So you see the replay again, and then boom. As I'm done explaining that, Molong's already gone. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. Obviously, you have Revive too. He's on Destroy, so, and Fuki, obviously, as we know, can do some crazy stuff, as it kind of soloed my whole team against that one battle that we lost so far. And yeah, but we're just going to be working on this Fuki here, trying to get a defense break on so we could possibly kill it, but well, built on max res. My Fang has decent accuracy here, but I guess not enough. I think it was a 67 accuracy Fang, so a bit unlucky missing those defense breaks, but we're still okay. Obviously, we're super tanky here. And we try again. We get a defense break, but now I don't have skill 2, so we gotta wait a bit. Maybe get a sleep. No sleep. Gotta wait a bit. Molly heals it up. Fuki luckily does not violent proc, so we can do more damage into him. And bam. Tyrannus finishes off his skill 2, and now we're against the Molly. Probably also max res, so this is gonna take a bit. But with our Fang and Tyrannus both being on Destroy, this is a pretty easy cleanup here, since obviously, I mean, no shot Molly ever kills me, right? And since we have Destroy, she'll die eventually. And boom. Tyrannus skill 2 finishes off the Molly. And we're doing pretty good. 7-1 so far in the siege. 2 more attacks left. This next one is a bit more questionable, maybe, with the Molong Molly Theomars. And I bring a Sierra Joe Gun Elad, so a guild to use this team and it worked for them. But, well, as you can see, it didn't really work for me. So we start off by getting resisted by the Joe Guns. Like, oh, that's been unfortunate. Both Theomars and Molong get a violent part. This is still fine. Obviously, we have an Elad heal, Elad revive. Jogan is still alive too, so we can even heal him here, because I'm pretty sure the Jogan actually outspeeds the Theomars here. So I have speed lead. I'm pretty fast here. We missed the bomb of this Theomars, so there's already quite a few unlucky things happening here. And then Molong double stuns me into double violent proc, into Molly violent proc, and well, there goes my Jogan. Goodbye. Well, not to worry, Jogan comes back. Then Theomars violent procs, lands defense break on my high res Elad, and then Molly strips my Elad. What the heck? And before I'm even done explaining that, where did Jogan go? Jogan, where you go? I don't remember how many procs the Molong got, but that was quite a few procs. And there goes Jogan. Then I'm like, oh well, we lost. It's over, dude. But I mean, Sierra does have some solo potential, since, you know, bombs do have stun, bombs do decent damage. They don't really care about Molly. But it's just too tanky, man. Even for a couple of violent procs on this Sierra, I am unable to finish him off. That still doesn't pop into. It's like, bro. Maybe a violent proc here? Nope. And then Theomars misses crit, but we still die. And it's like, damn. Thought I was gonna get that 9-1, but nope. No, we're 7-2. And our last attack here, another Carcano Praha Tyrannus. So I bring another. Wait, Topa, you have another Gani and a Rika? Yes, I do. I actually do have a second Gani and a second Rika. This Gani I built a while ago for RTA. Never used him in RTA, so at least he's getting some use in Siege. Nice. And this Rika, I got her way before like the Ancient Crystal thing, so that's why I still have her. used to use her for BJ5 lead. She's actually unskilled, so this is a bit more sketchy than the other offense. Also, Fran is arguably a lot worse than Wusa in this team. But I guess I'm going against the Praha, so Fran may actually be better since that provides a bit more heals. And the attack break is really strong in the Carcano as well. So, but yeah, I mean, you've seen this before. We just ventilate the Rika, get the dots. And yeah, since the Rika is unskilled, we do have the Gani here to make up for that anyways. And so far we're looking pretty good, right? We have dots on the Carcano. Carcano's about to die. He'll come back from the revive, whatever. And, but yeah, our team is fully immunityed, fully topped off. I guess Fran procs off, but it doesn't really matter. She's not getting targeted anyways, because it's not the lowest HP. Carcano comes back. We get Seal again, so no heals for the Praha. Another Violent proc. Another Violent proc. Yeah, I got quite a few procs here, so I guess last match opponent got, see, even more procs. Wait, against last match opponent got the procs, so they come back on my side this game. And well, I don't know if I needed those procs, but you get a pretty easy win there. Everything does dots, and there's just a lonely Tyrannus left, and we can kill him off there. Yeah, so there we go. That is it for the siege, and we end up going 8-2, and also picked up 1 defense win. But yeah, Malicious has won the siege tournament, so congrats to Malicious for winning Legend again in season 5 of the siege tournament, and we'll see if we can run it back again next season. English is difficult, okay? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it until the very end. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as drop a comment what you thought about this video, maybe some things I can improve. And if you like Siege, this is obviously the first Siege video I've done, so maybe we'll do more regular season Siege. I don't know, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.